What would a reset of your life look like? Too many of us live as if the circumstances of our lives are inevitable and beyond our control. We operate as if we are mere victims of the caprices of life. That is not the case. Yes, it is true that as human beings, there is a lot that is beyond our control, but there is also a lot that is within our control. For instance, we do not control the weather. We do not control the families into which we were born, but we also control a lot that determines the kind of life we would have. Most of what goes on in our lives, we have allowed to go on. We are not victims. We are the enablers of whatever circumstances we find ourselves in. When we see ourselves as victims, we only allow those things we need to change to stay and hinder our advancement in life. Now, imagine a democratic nation that is being very badly and corruptly governed. Everyone is complaining. Life is unbearable for most. The elections come and the people go to the polls and vote to retain the same government that is causing them so much pain and hardship. I'm sure that if you are friends with someone from such a nation and he complains to you that life is so hard, you will let him know that he cannot get any sympathy from you because he and his compatriots had the chance to change the government and they failed to do so. For many people, that is the situation in their lives. They hate their current circumstances, but when they have the chance to change things, they choose to let things remain as they have always been, and then they complain that life is hard and not worth living. This morning I ask you, are you like a nation that gets a chance to change or reset the way it is governed by choosing to keep the status quo? Let me break it down. Take the job you are doing. You hate your job. You hate the conditions of service. You hate the environment in which you work. But whenever you are presented with an opportunity to apply for a new job, you choose not to do so. You have no interest in taking any courses to add value to yourself, and you do nothing about acquiring new skills to enhance your value in the marketplace. In such a situation, you are like a country that is being governed badly, but you vote back the same government that is failing you. Take the case of relationships. You are not happy in your relationship. You don't feel respected and valued. You are enduring a lot of abuse and infidelity, and yet you have ruled out the option of walking away, and you cry every day and lament that your relationship is terrible. You are like a country that is retaining the very government that is making life unbearable for the citizens. You don't like your physical condition, and yet you refuse to make any changes to your lifestyle. You continue to endure the feeling of inadequacy and insecurity when all it takes is to go to the gym or start doing some exercises or change your diet and your lifestyle. I can go on with the examples, but the point is, we need to exercise our power to change the things we can change in our lives when we can. When we fail to exercise our power to make those changes, then we have voted for things to remain as they are, and we have voted for our own miseries and failures. A country like Ghana goes to the polls every 4 years to exercise the power to change or retain a government. An individual is not a nation and does not need to wait till the end of 4 years. For an individual, every day presents an opportunity at resetting whatever we are not happy with in our lives. It may just be as little as just talking about it with those involved, like letting your partner know that things ought to change in your relationship. It may be as small as just sending in that application or going to buy those forms for a course of study at the university. Or it may be as big as resigning from one job for another or ending a relationship that has become toxic for you. Whatever it is, you just have to wake up that you have the power to reset your life and your circumstances. The question is, will you use that power and use it wisely? I challenge you today to review your life and your circumstances and exercise the power to reset your life. I want to talk about how to reset our lives and what to reset. Number 1, time. We all have 24 hours a day and 60 minutes in each of those hours. So, how come at the end of the day, some people have accomplished more than others? How can some people do more in the 24 hours allotted to all of us than others? It all comes down to how we manage time. Time is the raw material of our lives. Waste time and we waste our lives. The first step to managing time is to do an audit of how you used time. If you spend 30 minutes each day doing anything, like bathing and getting ready to leave the house for work, that comes to spending 8 days in the year. If you spend 1 hour in traffic every day, then you are spending 15 days in a year just sitting in traffic. If you sleep for 8 hours every night, you must know that you are sleeping away 122 days or about 4 months in the year just sleeping. Take stock of how you spend your time. It may shock you into making some changes to how you spend your time. After doing the audit of how you spend your time, you can then budget your time. A tool for that is the to-do list, and this would enhance your ability to reset how you use your time. 2. Procrastination. When confronted with any task or any challenge, the temptation is to say, oh, I will do it later. That is procrastination. It is a thief of time and of life's potential. The reset here will require our adopting the Nike slogan, just do it, as ours. Move from I will do it later to I am doing it now. Reset from I will do it to I have done it. Just do it. 3. Money. The next thing we need to reset is how we earn and spend money. Wealth does not come just from how much we earn. Wealth, or the lack of it, is also a function of how much we spend. Some people believe that if only they earn more than they do currently, they will be very happy and live better lives. And when they do earn more, they sometimes find themselves in tighter corner financially than before because they did nothing about their expenditure. I remember how we yearned for salary increases at the beginning of the year, convinced that an increment would ease our hardships. And then the increments will come, thanks to our very strong union. And the first few weeks, it was all joy and smiles for us. By the second month, the smiles have disappeared for most of us because we failed to do anything about our expenditure. In most cases, with the salary increase came higher spending. We've got to reset our mentality when it comes to earning and spending money. This year, see if you can add another income stream and at the same time, cut your expenditure down as much as possible. 4. The people around you. The people we associate with affect us in more ways than we think. There are people we should not entertain in our lives. People who sap our energy with their negativity and whining should be kept away from us. People who undermine our confidence and make us doubt ourselves should never be found in our inner circles. People who are always talking about other people to us should be reset out of our lives because such people are dangerous. People who make us adopt unhealthy lifestyles and who promote irresponsible living should be affected by our reset in our lives this year. Number 5, lifestyle. A young man who is close to me went for a medical checkup this year. This was a young man who believed in eating big portions and who loved alcohol. When I first raised the issue of going for a medical checkup, he dismissed it outright, saying, "Oh, I'm fine. I am fine. I am in very good shape." Eventually, I broke through his resistance, and this week, he went to the hospital for the checkup. The doctor took one look at his blood pressure and other vitals and immediately detained him and put him on drip. His blood pressure was over 190. His sugar levels were high, and those were just a few of his issues. He has been told to change his lifestyle drastically, and I hope he does. And that is the problem with a lot of people. They are in trouble health-wise. At the very least, make physical workout part of your daily routine this year. It could be as simple as going for brisk walks or jumping rope. Then watch your diet and eat right. There's a saying that goes like this: make food your medicine, or medicine will become your food. Let me end with 6, your mind. Reset your mind to dwell only on positive things and be vigilant that you do not allow anything negative to take over. The Bible in Philippians chapter 4 verse 8 puts it this way, quote, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things.